Okay, so hey guys, I'm trying a new format. I'm using my DSLR to film today instead of photo booth or iMovie. It's a little more complicated, but as a filmmaker, I think it'll yield a little bit better results, and that matters to me. Anyway, things have been good. I've been spending more time as Wilson, or rather spending more time around people who know me as Wilson, and I think it's had a really positive effect on my life. The more time I spend as Wilson, the less time I have to spend wearing a mask. And the less time I have to spend wearing a mask, the less stressed I am, the less likely my bipolar and autism and everything else is to come into play. And it's just, I feel so much healthier and happier the more time that I'm able to spend as around people who know me for me. And so that's been good. I think at this point that I'm probably going to start testosterone in a few months. I've gotten the go-ahead from my therapist already, but I like to make doubly sure, triply sure, quadruply sure on everything. And this does mean transitioning Mark and I's relationship from, a serious, husband-wife type relationship to a friendship. Or in Tumblr terms, a bro-TP. But I think it'll work. But I do want to wait a couple months because I recently started a new job as a deckhand and as a sailor. Some of you know I used to work as a sailor for many years. So I'm doing that again. I never thought that would be the case. But I want to save up a few months of living expenses in case I get fired once my changes start being really apparent. I don't think it'll be a problem, but Virginia is also an at-will employment state, which means they can fire me for whatever reason they want. And I want to make sure that if they're going to have a problem with it, that I have an out. And anyway, there's a potential new relationship with a very pretty lady out there, that I'm enjoying. It's still at the early stages. I'm terrible at understanding just how much people are flirting with me, but I'm working on it. And that's made me realize kind of how uncomfortable I've been in the past in my relationships with men because I don't like playing a female role in a relationship. And I think being with a gay man or a bi man would be different, especially if I'm being seen as male, obviously. But I think for right now, I'm kind of using this as an opportunity to explore the side of me that is attracted to women, and also kind of to explore the male side of my sexuality. And I really enjoy playing a male role. I mean, not playing a male role, being in a male role in a relationship. And so I'm looking forward to this. I hope it works out well. I think it will. Anyway, it's, things have been going well. I had therapy last week and I have it again next week. And then Mark and I have therapy together, I think the week after that. And we've been doing good. For a while, Mark was not doing so well, and not because he wasn't doing so well. I wasn't doing so well. We were both really scared about this whole proposition and everything else, but I think we're getting to a more comfortable place. I think Mark is realizing, what really makes him happy, and as sad as this is for me to accept, he's realized that he is not probably the right person for me, and I'm realizing I'm probably not the right person for him, and that's a hard realization to come to, but it's also an important one. I know a lot of people who've been in relationships way longer than they should have been because they wouldn't admit that to themselves. And so, things are pretty good. I've been wearing my binder more often. In fact, here you can see, look, semi-flat chest, sort of. Actually, you can probably see it better if I step further back. But it's one time being overweight is handy because the giant chest fits with the giant hips and the stomach. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on this week. I hope you guys like the new format. Let me know if it works, and I will try and do it again in the future.